Here we go again. This is like my 30th time trying to establish this video. So I don't know if y'all checked out or if you saw the name of the channel. It's Hair by Kendra Michelle. I am Kendra Michelle. And the content, what I wish to bring you guys is just almost everything that covers the business of being a hairstylist. And part of that is booth rental versus commission, opening your own salon or working with someone else. That's what I want to talk about today. But first, let me introduce myself again. I am Kendra Michelle. I am a hairstylist of 18 years now. I've worked in a salon that has been commission-based. I've worked in a salon, not very long, but long enough to know the business of running a salon solo. And I've also worked in and currently am working in a salon where I pay booth rental. So with that being said, this is what I want to address. And my desire is to deal with things or matters of the heart when it comes to cosmetologists that are just coming out of school. You know, like what would be the wisest decision to make, and save you from some of the hiccups that I may have experienced in the industry. So today is the first of many. I want to call this Let Me Educate You Monday, because Mondays are my days off, and that's when I'm going to take my time to upload and set these videos for you. So hit like, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about it. And if you're not a hairstylist but you are in business for yourself, maybe you want to stick around, and there may be something that you can use for yourself. So first, my opinion or my advice to stylists just coming out. I want to tell you, and I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm trying to figure out which way to look at this camera. I want you to know that, my opinion, it is wise that you would go and work with someone else. Don't be so quick to finish school and then want to open your own salon right out of school. The reason being is because there are a lot of things in cosmetology school that you just won't learn within those 12, 13, 15 months, whatever the length of time that the program is that you're in. So I would suggest that you go and you work under someone else, someone who is established. You can go, you can work on under their wing and allow them to show you the business side and not just the styling side. And you also still learn a lot of things, different techniques and things that you just didn't get in school because either you weren't presented with a challenge, or that's just something that you hadn't perfected before you finished school. Because in the salon, it is a lot more than wet sets and blunt cuts going on. So with that, I think that you should go and you should work with someone. Don't be so quick to open up your own salon, and the reason being is because the business aspect of it. I don't ever recall being taught about an overhead and budgeting and knowing how to set aside and pay yourself, and what is the proper charging, you know, how to charge clients and upsells. And those are things that I was definitely not taught in hair school. And it's just things that you learn and you compile as you grow. So for the stylist coming out of school, find somewhere that you can go that is possibly commission based. With commission based, it goes upon how much you make. So if you make $1,000 in a week, they get however much percentage that you agreed upon. So let's say 70-30 is an ideal rate to start at. You go in and you get 70, you take home 70% of your earnings. They take 30. Well, you make 1,000, you take home 700. That's it. With commission based, normally they supply all your products, everything that you need. Whenever you don't work, or let's say you go to work, because there will be some requirements of you whenever you're on commission base, and that will be for you to show up and be ready to work for whenever walk-ins come in, or even to assist other stylists. And in assisting other stylists, you may not be getting paid for that because it's not commission, but you will be it's still allowing you to learn work ethic and how to work as a team or with a team. So just that may be some stipulations. But the good part about it is, let's say you starting off and you don't have a clientele, and family and friends are, in my opinion, the worst clientele, because they want those same low prices that you gave them before you finished as a stylist, or they want not to pay at all. So they're the worst. They come, they take up your time, and either they're paying half price, they're not paying anything at all, and they're blocking you from making money from someone who's willing to come in and pay for your work. So you may not have a clientele whenever you go into the salon, because you've been servicing a lot of family and friends while you were in school and while possibly doing hair from home, because they came and they paid you because you weren't charging full price, or sometimes you were doing a lot of things just as a favor, or hey, let me try this out, I want to experiment on you. And you can't make money off of them once you get your license. Once you're up and functioning as a business, as a self-employed or as a commission-based business, you can't no. So with that being said, I'm digressing, but with that being said, the reason why being commission-based is good is because you may have a week where no one comes in. No one came in and got you to do their hair. You did 3 shampoos for another stylist, and she may have given you a tip, but no one came in and actually sat in your chair. Well, guess what? You don't owe anybody anything. You didn't make anything. You don't pay anything. So that is, maybe unfortunate for you, and it may be discouraging, but don't become discouraged, because it normally takes 2 years for a stylist to gain an established clientele. So that's just some of the labor that we have to put in before we begin to see the fruit. That is it on commission based. So stylists coming out of school, I suggest you go commission based. Now, after you establish your clientele and you want to grow, if there isn't a transition from commission to booth space where you are currently working, then you can find you another location that is either booth rental, like where you can go, you can rent a booth, or a suite rental. Now with these two, you pay a set price. So you go in and you may have booth rental for $125 a week or $200 a week, depending on where you're located. And that is all you pay. Now you do supply your own products and all your own things because you're a business within a business. And same for a suite rental. You pay rent for the suite, and with that it may come, you don't pay, like, you don't have an overhead of a lease, of a building lease. You don't have the overhead of a light bill, Wi-Fi, etc. That is all on whoever you are renting from. So that is a good option to go to once you have an established clientele. So that way you don't have to worry where that $500, $600, or $700 a month is coming from, because you know you have a full book weekly, and that you can pay those bills. Now, for my stylists who either, once you've been doing that and you want to go into owning your own salon, make sure that you aren't going out just to, let's say, for bragging rights, or for just to look like a certain thing, and you're making someone else rich, or you're paying someone else's real estate. I really think that it would be foolish for you to have to, I say this, take out of your left pocket to pay for the right pocket. No, the right pocket got to pay for the right pocket, and the left pocket pays for the things at home. So if you're going to open a business, make sure that whatever you're bringing in, continue to pay in your mind, like set it aside, whatever you are paying for that booth or that suite rental, pay rent to yourself. And then make sure that whoever you're bringing in either is on commission based or booth rental, that the money that is coming in through that can carry whatever bills you have, whatever overhead you have for that building that you're working out of as your own salon. And the reason saying is because a lot of times, like stylists crash and burn because they're working so hard to maintain an overhead, but they're not taking anything home. You don't have anything to retire off of, and your body is worn out. So that is the business side of it. We always have to consider where the overhead is and if it outweighs just common sense. Why would you leave working somewhere that is comfortable just to say, oh, I own this? I encourage you, if you're going to rent somewhere that you can really afford alone. If no one else is working with you, that you can still afford that and afford your household and have something to put away. If it doesn't add up like that, maybe you should save a little bit more until you're able to purchase either the real estate or the property that you're getting into, to where you're not making someone else rich. So this is just my take on booth rental, just the setup business of styling hair, like where you're gonna locate, where you're gonna set yourself up, and where you're gonna function as a business. So I hope this helps in any sort of way, and like it if it does, and leave me some comments, and I will be back with some more information or more insight on client retention, how to retain the clients once they come into your chair. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about managing the money that you're making, not spending it as quickly as you're making it. I'm also going to cover things like, let's see, what else is a big one for me? Oh, setting the separation between client and friendship, and those comfort, like setting time aside for yourself when you're your own business, because it's kind of hard to do that separation when we're the business. Like, we have to have that time off, so where we're not obligated to respond right away or answer a call and it not be taken as we're being rude. So join me next time, and thanks. Be blessed.